What's going on, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Pokemon Journey series. Today we're going to be covering episode 39, which involves Ash vs. Bea, Part 2, the rematch. So, how well did Ash do in this battle this time around? Well, before we get into that, if you like this type of content, if you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe as I cover the Pokemon Journey series on a weekly basis, or whenever the episodes come out. And by the way, I'm going to have an update video sometime this week regarding what I'm going to be doing with the Pokemon Journeys reviews going forward, since the series is moving from Sundays to Fridays, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get into that review, shall we? So the episode begins with Ash training Riolu and Pikachu. Neat. Anyways, before they can do any more training, Go has to interrupt and be like, hey, let's go to Johto. And it turns out that Bea, he's on his Rotom phone, he's looking at the Pokemon World Championships ranking, and Bea is now ranked 193, which is ironically the same number as her uniform. Interesting. So Ash and Go head off to Johto, and while they're on their way to Sinwood City, Go is trying to catch Pokemon, and he utterly fails. Well, oh well, Go. Better luck next time. Anyways, Ash and Go head off to the Sinwood City gym, and Bea and Chuck are currently sparring, and that's when Ash bursts in. Ash? You should probably have let them finish their match before you interrupted. Just saying. Anyways, Ash goes to challenge Bea to another match. The funny thing here is that Bea doesn't even know Ash's name, doesn't remember it, referring to Ash as the Riolu trainer. That's gotta burn Ash. She hasn't quite acknowledged you yet, which, that's gotta be kind of annoying for Ash. But anyways, the one thing that I like here is that Chuck actually recognizes Ash. At first he's like, oh, I think I recognize that kid, but then when Ash comes up closer, he remembers Ash, and I loved how it referenced the battle from Johto, which is pretty cool. Gotta love the continuity there. Nice continuity nod, guys. But anyways, they end up having their rematch. And this time around, it's Pikachu and Riolu versus Hitmontop and Grapplock. So first off, we have Pikachu versus Hitmontop, and the main highlights here are, I like the fact that Ash was having Pikachu use Electro Web, which hits Hitmontop and slows it down. However, Hitmontop uses Focus Energy to deliver a very powerful kick to Pikachu, which nearly brings him down. But then, now this part I thought was pretty interesting. So, is it just me, or did Pikachu use Electro Web on the floor? And every time Hitmontop was like spinning around, it kept hitting it and it was slowing it down. And Pikachu was able to take it out with a quick attack. And boom! Bea was the one that lost the Pokemon first and not Ash. So this is like it's already the total opposite of what was going on in the previous battle. However, Ash can't, celebrate too soon because, Bea takes out Grapplock, which basically dominates Pikachu. Pikachu manages to get one attack in, but after that, Grapplock has Pikachu and takes it out pretty much instantly. Literally, Pikachu did not stand a chance against this Pokemon, which is crazy how powerful Grapplock is in the anime. Now, the entire time that Riolu's been out, as soon as it sees Grapplock, it immediately gets triggered. And I liked it when Pikachu got taken out. Riolu was the one that came over, picked up Pikachu, and brought it back over to Ash's side, which I really like that moment. But anyways, we go on to Riolu versus Grapplock, the rematch. The main highlight here. And, at first it seems like history is going to repeat itself, and Grapplock actually gets Riolu. However, Ash smiles, and Bea notes this. She's like, wow, he smiled? And it seems like it's doomsday for Riolu, but Riolu uses its aura and manages to hit point blank a force palm point blank at Grapplock, which does an incredible amount of damage. And then the two clash again. And in a scene that kind of reminds me of when back in Dragon Ball, back in the first tournament where Goku and Jackie Chun got into their clash and they hit each other at the same time, and it was a double KO pretty much. It reminded me of that, except neither combatant got back up. So as a result of a double knockout, the match is declared a draw, so nobody gains or loses any positions in the Pokemon World Championships as a result. Pretty interesting result. I was expecting Ash to either win or lose this battle, so a tie was actually a pretty nice surprise. Now Chuck over here, being Chuck, he's like, "Hey guys, that was an awesome match. So let's take a break and have a bunch of like high-calorie sweets." I don't know. I thought it was funny. They're eating a bunch of sweets. Obviously, Ash and Go are kids, so it's fine for them. At least one or two snacks, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I actually like this part because Bea finally showed a little bit more personality. She's very stoic and serious when it comes to Pokemon battling, but as you can see in this segment, yeah, she loves her sweets. So much so, she actually is very kind in this moment, and she gives both Pikachu and Riolu sweets. And I like how Grapplock actually like puts its arm or one of its tentacles around Riolu, signifying that the two are brothers now. I don't know, I thought that was a pretty nice scene. And the episode comes to an end with Ash and Go heading back to the Sakuragi labs, in which Professor Sakuragi is like, "Hey Go, didn't you catch a new Pokemon while you were in Johto?" And of course, we find out that Go caught a Chinchou off screen. Way to go, Go. They just had to shove that in there because Go refused to leave Johto until he actually caught a new Pokemon. So yay, new Pokemon for Go. And with that said, the episode comes to an end. Okay, so the positives. So overall, this was a very good battle episode. For the most part, it was a good follow-up to episode 34. There was a few issues I do have regarding the build-up to that, but I'll get into that in the or the cons section of the review. Let's focus on the positives for now. So I just want to say that, again, a very good battle episode with Ash being on the top of his game in this episode, using some pretty cool strategies, like Pikachu using an Electro Web on the floor. What? That was pretty awesome, I gotta say. And I like the fact that Ash was able to figure out a way around Grapplock's Octolock move, which took out Riolu last time. He had no counter to that last time. And after that battle and doing some training, he was able to figure out a way around that, which was pretty cool. And it shows that they've grown a lot. He isn't quite ready to overcome Bea, and I think that was a good decision because some of the buildup was kind of wonky going into this episode. I didn't really feel like Ash deserved a win this time around, so I am okay with a tie. It shows that Ash has grown and he's gotten strong enough to tie with somebody that's far up in the Pokemon World Championship ranking, so that is pretty awesome. So A+ there, like that. But besides that, I like the continuity nod to Chuck from Johto, which was pretty cool. And I like the fact that Bea had more personality in this episode. Because in the previous episode, she was very stoic, she was very serious when it came to Pokemon battling. So she didn't show off too much personality. So I like the fact that this episode delved into her character a little bit more. So that was really nice. That shows that she's actually a pretty nice person. She's very serious when it comes to training and Pokemon battling. But when it comes to sweets, yeah, she becomes a kinder person. I thought that was really nice. So good job there. So after watching this battle and this episode, the series pretty much hints that we kind of all thought that Ash and Bea would be rivals this series, but this episode, it pretty much confirmed it in my opinion, that Bea is pretty much Ash's rival, at least for right now in the series. That might change later down the road, but I think this is something that Ash needs to keep working towards. It's basically a sub-goal to his main goal. So awesome, and I like the fact that we got a proper female rival for Ash this time around, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that's awesome. I think it's pretty cool, especially someone like Bea being one of my favorite gym leaders from the Gen 8 games. So good job, guys, like it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to their next match, which is most likely taking place in the top 100. That is going to be pretty cool to see. And I will say right now, I'm not really sure if we're going to go to Brawly's gym next and face off against her there, but I would really like the final match between these two to be at her gym, and then they both go all out in Dynamax, and then Ash wins it all there. That's basically the way I envision Ash winning against Bea. Since she's shown some promotional material to have a Dynamax ban, yeah, I think that she's going to use it in the final battle between her and Ash. So yeah, something to look forward to in the future. Now for the things that I take issue in this episode. So just a few things. So my first issue is that Ash is suddenly back in the super class, doing his battles off screen to get back from normal class to super class, which I'm a little bothered by that, because in episode 36 it showed him, falling all the way back to normal class. They showed him losing there, but they're just gonna off screen that and then suddenly he's back in the super class? I'm sorry, but what? I'm sorry, but that's something that I don't like with what any series does. You always show, not tell. Like, I mean, again, these could be fodder characters but they've always showed Ash facing off against these characters and, showing progress in the Pokemon World Championships. For them to do that off screen just bothers me a little bit. We don't even know where Ash is currently ranking at. He could be far up in the rankings for all we know, but in my opinion, he's probably still in the low 900s. But it's just something that I didn't really like. They should have done a little bit of battling. Even if it was a flashback where it shows Ash slowly making it back into the super class, that would have been better than just off screening it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the episode loses a point just based off of that. And my second issue, not really too big of a deal, I guess, right now, but I didn't really like the fact that Galar and Farfetch kind of got neglected. Because Ash, Galar and Farfetch also lost too. It wasn't just Riolu that lost, Galar and Farfetch lost too. So, what gives? And granted, Pikachu performed awesome in this episode, and Ash had some pretty cool strategies, but I would love to see Galar and Farfetch participate in this battle, because he kind of needs it. He also has to get revenge as well. So, I guess here's to hoping that Galar and Farfetch appears in the next battle. Maybe it's a Surfetch then? Who knows? But I'm deducting a half a point for this reason. And that's all I got for the review. So, overall, a pretty good episode. I'm going to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Solid battle. And hopefully the next one's even better. So guys, what'd you think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. You all stay safe out there and have a great day. Or night, wherever you're at. Bye.